If you don't know who Patriot Mobile is, they are an incredible mobile service when it comes to cell phone service. They are the only company that I've ever come across that actually puts the customer first, not the business first. And they are faith, family, and freedom oriented. So when it comes to them being America first, Christians, family first, that's who they represent, and they do it well.
Patriot Mobile. All right.
If you want to try out Patriot Mobile, you bring your own device. If you go to patriotmobile.com/NRP, so that's Nick's Right Podcast, NRP, you'll get your first month free. And I guarantee you'll be able to use the same cell phone towers that you're using now, but you'll actually have a higher importance when it comes to gaining your signal because you'll be right below first responders. You won't be low person on the totem pole when it comes to Spectrum. Man, I'm switching. Like, I'm tired of Spectrum. I can't do anything unless it's on Wi-Fi. And so every time that Wi-Fi doesn't work, I have to turn off the Wi-Fi, and then it just slows way down, even though it's on 5G ultra wideband or whatever it is. Spectrum sucks, dude. It sucks. This is one of my favorites. Even though I don't believe in what he's saying, but it was a clever comment to troll Nick. He said, I put this on 2 times speed just for the very first point to be wrong.
I mean,
no one responded to that.
But nor did he suggest how it was wrong.
No, he didn't. He didn't
just,
give an
just
argument.
That it's wrong.
Yeah,
of course.
Which is, I think, if you can't give an argument of why it's wrong, then what you're proving is that you're just going to listen to the media and say, "Oh, they've done the work. I won't do it myself."
Right.
I don't even tell people when it comes to me being a follower of Christ. I don't say, trust me. You know, Paul said that. Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. But you can trust Paul. He was like the last disciple that actually saw Jesus. And, okay, so when it comes to, if I'm going to disciple somebody, I'm not going to sit there and say, just trust everything I'm saying. I'm going to sit there and say, you need to study the word and see how the Lord will speak to you through his word. Don't just take what I say at face value. So that person is doing the exact same thing, which is the same kind of argument that I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. There's the same kind of argument I have on atheists, because I have an atheist friend who I used to travel in ministry with. I'm not going to say his name because he might be one of our listeners or followers or whatever, but he got on a conversation with me one time, and we strictly talked about, I wanted to talk to him about why he went from being a follower of Christ to an atheist, which I don't believe can happen. Okay, if you're a true follower of Christ, I don't think you can just out of the blue become an atheist, because in my opinion, in my study, in my conviction, you were never a believer in the first place. You were just going with the flow. Anyway,
sure.
When it comes to, I'm going to put this down so I can maybe use 2 hands. When it comes to how atheists like to argue, it's the same thing as what I just said. Do the research yourself. I had this long argument, and I gave him everything when it comes to proof of not only did Jesus walk the earth, because not only the Bible recorded that, but other historical documents recorded that, but I can give you verifiable proof that not only did Jesus walk the earth, not only Jesus die, but he resurrected, and people saw him ascend into heaven, okay? Because he was actually with the disciples for at least 40 days and 40 nights, performing miracles after he was resurrected. I gave him verifiable proof of all of this. And then I told him, look, all I ask you to do is to prove me wrong. Do the research and prove me wrong. And this is his response. He's like, nah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's it. Laziness. That's all it was. And he even came off and told me, because he's an incredible, talented filmmaker, dude. Like, I've seen him do just for fun Coca-Cola commercials, because he was obsessed with Coca-Cola. And they were phenomenal. I was like, holy cow. And he did this all with a DSLR camera and just direction. And it was amazing. I was highly impressed. Had a bright future in front of him in film. But whenever I talked to him that time, he's like, he basically came off as just, he wants to do and accomplish all these things, but he doesn't want to put the work forward. Like, he doesn't want to put forward the work. And I'm like, why? Even if you're not a believer, I don't mind working with people who aren't believers, as long as your work ethic is good. But your work ethic sucks. Like, why would I want to work with you?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's just a point of character. But he is guilty of, again, what the left is so guilty of.
Yeah,
which is accusing you of something or saying that you're wrong and not even bothering to express how. It's just, you
Exactly.
believe me, like take any one of their buzzwords, like you're a racist. How am I racist?
Tell me
You
how.
just are. You
You
just
just
are.
are. Yeah,
Or
there's no argument.
you're a sexist. Well, explain to me how I'm a sexist. Well, you just are. Or at the
The funny thing
very
is, I think you are a sexist in some.
oh no, I'm a self-proclaimed sexist. But I only say that. Listen, Nick, I only say that defined by the terms of today.
Oh,
Like I
sure.
believe
Yeah.
that men have a role and women
Yeah.
have a role. And the more they try to get out of their role, the more stuff is going to go wrong. And if
Yeah.
that's what makes me a sexist, fine. I'll be a sexist. That's fine. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But my point is they will accuse you of being wrong or of anything from being wrong all the way to being a racist and never expect to have to substantiate why they believe that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's mindless. It's non-critical, mindless thinking.
Okay, so this guy said literally what made me switch to Democrat was realizing who cares if the damn baby's alive. I care more about the mother, is what he said. And then Jinx, who I think was on a self-proclaimed mission of arguing against these people because they responded to more than one person. Jinx said, but do you admit that it's a human life that they are terminating, correct? You can say that openly and willingly. He said, yes, I don't care. The mother's well-being is more important than a clump of cells. Alive, human, alive, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, I want to take this opportunity
to
to say something. And I want to say to this guy, his name is some dude 1238. Guess what, bro? In the words of the great Charlie Kirk, you're a clump of cells. Go ahead, Nick.
Yes, yeah, it's just a large clump of cells. That actually, it was Ben Shapiro that said that first. Back in
I want to give Charlie Kirk the credit because that's who I heard it from first. But anyway,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ben would give Charlie the credit too.
Yeah.
See, this is the argument that I just want debunked so bad. The fact that it comes down between the
mother
fetus or
yeah.
the mother. It's either the fetus or the mother, as if it's the mother's life that's at stake here. Her life is not at stake.
No.
She can have the baby. It happens all the time, and she doesn't die.
Right.
Like what you just got through saying was, I'm more concerned about the mother's well-being. Well, the mother's well-being is not in question.
Nope.
She's not going to die unless there's some rare anomaly that today's science can't take care of, which is
right.
Very
so
rare. Very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so when they say, well, I'm more worried about the mother, or if a pregnant girl who wants to get an abortion says, I don't want my life to be over, your life's not going to be over.
Nope.
It's not done. You're not through living just because you have a baby. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
so that argument holds absolutely zero water for me.
You know what we should do? We should have someone on the pod who had a baby early. You know what I mean? And I think I know someone who is conservative and actually, you know her too, because she was one of my what do you call them? Renters for one of my Airbnbs. Remember Holly or Faith? Maybe her name is Faith.
Faith.
Yeah.
Faith.
And her little girl came up and hugged me on the leg.
Oh, cute little girl.
Dude,
yeah.
And she had a newborn. And so, and Faith didn't look old at all. She looked like she was early 20s.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
for sure.
She might be, and she's local. She might be a good person to have on the pod just to talk about this from a woman's perspective. Now, to your argument, Charlie Kirk didn't believe that there was any reason for an abortion because of all the medical technology that we have right now. And he often debunked people who were making the argument of if the mother's in trouble with one simple procedure, which is a C-section.
C-section, yeah.
So, and my brother has had 2 kids. I think they were both born via C-section.
Yeah.
Because there would have been complications if the mother would have had it. Guess what? There's ways around it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No one's at fault. No one's no one's life's on the line. You can have a C-section. You can have the baby. You can have, and here's what they need. And more of them are coming around, like you can see in the comment section. More of them are coming around admitting that they just don't care. They just want the life gone. So in other words, you want to live this carefree life of, put on a freaking condom or just not have sex in general. Like I was a 40-year-old virgin, 41 actually. I went 41 years without having sex. Guess what? I was on set one time whenever I first started my acting career. I think I was about 36. I was on set for Verizon for a commercial print job. Really cute girl there. She was married, but I think she was her and her husband were Muslim. And when I say that, I mean she looked like she was from overseas. But she was really sweet. And I remember us having a conversation about, I guess, past relationships. And the question came up, said, "Hey, do you have any kids?" And I was like, no, I don't have any kids. They're like, "Not that you know of, right?" And I was like,
Mhm.
let me tell you right now, I guarantee you I don't have any kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I didn't tell her why, but I know beyond a shadow of a doubt because I had never had sex. There's
yeah,
no way there's any kids out there with my name on it.
yeah.
So the mothers or Mother Earth, I'm sorry, that's not the right way. Nature's natural birth control. Stop having sex before marriage.
Imagine that.
You don't want to
Yeah,
have kids, stop having sex. You don't want to have an abortion, stop having sex. And guess what? You don't have sexual needs. No one has sexual needs. Need, it means you have to have it or you will die. That's not a need.
yeah.
It's a want. It's a
Well,
desire.
and yeah, I mean,
Oh,
this
I
is
could go on
this.
for
No,
years.